What's up everybody, I'm Mattiker and welcome back to Danganronpa the Character Edition, the last episode of this. We're going to get to know the last remaining characters, which is going to cover Byakuya, Taka, Kyoko, Sakura, and Genocide Jack, or Jill, depending on what you like to call her as. Anyways guys, let's just jump right into it. Alright, next on the list, Byakuya. Don't address me as if we were friends. Did I not make myself clear? I don't like you. Should I talk to Byakuya for a while? I think I should. He really seems like we're gonna bond. We're gonna be best friends. How many times do I have to tell you? You're annoying. Feel free to crawl off and die. Oh, you. Oh, my best friend. That's just the way we joke with each other, you know? He hurts my feelings. I laugh and cry and I refuse to get discouraged, so I'm gonna spend time with him. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Did you? Alright, Oh yeah, coffee. Wow, he has a lot of kids he can give me. Now this is a rare moment. Coming from such a noble family, I've never been exposed to such vulgarity. Interesting. I think I'll keep it. I have a question for you. Huh? You do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So to answer my question, I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means. Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
In other words...
So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck? I see. Well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into the school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in. Boring? Generic? Did you really have to list all that off? But it's the truth. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all. Oh, whoops. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all, but even I... You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate.
In other words,
which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin in calling me that, in fact. He's really taking this to the extreme. You, who have nothing. I, who have everything. We are living proof that all men are not created equal. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory. Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. Oh, man. Oh, a pat on the back. I earned it. Awesome. I did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room. Damn, son. That's okay, we're gonna be best friends. I just know it. He's really coming around. He's gonna like me one day. I promise. Alright, where are you hiding, Byakuya? We gotta be best friends. Oh, there you are. Oh. Oh, baby. I'm quickly making this into, like, best friends to, like, I'm very much in love with them. So the only way to get out of here is to kill someone. Interesting. We should definitely hang out with him. I spent some time with Byakuya in silence. We grew a little closer in silence. What would you like to give him? Civet coffee.
This is...
You bastard! How did you get your hands on this? Even the collective force of the entire Togami Corporation wouldn't be enough to obtain this gem. Didn't he just mock the civet coffee? Maybe he's hooked on it now.
Naturally.
I'm going to hold on to this. Seeing Byakuya so pleased made me happy.
Words...
Just to be clear, being the ultimate affluent progeny is only one of my many talents. Some people think I rely on the care and protection of the Togami name. Huh? Is this a monologue or something? But I don't rely on my family, rather I am my family's savior. The Togami Corporation reaches across the world, true, but I will take us to even greater heights. It is expected of me, naturally. After all, even my own family has recognized my ultimate superiority. In other words, even among the Togami family, I am the chosen among the chosen. So much confidence.
Naturally.
And that confidence is justified, I assure you. It comes from the battles I fought and won. Battles? I'm personally worth over $4 billion, separate from my Togami family assets. How the heck did you make that much money?
In other words,
The stock market. I buy and sell shares and assets based on market trends all within a single day. Surely even someone as simple-minded as you has heard of this technique. So he buys and sells stuff on the stock market, doing everything in a single day. I think that's called day trading. You're talking about day trading, right? And you were able to make $4 billion doing that?
That's right.
Well, I first started doing it just to keep myself occupied, and before I knew it, there it was. It's really not a big deal. I'd say it's a super big deal. But wait, but are high schools even allowed to buy stocks and stuff?
Make me repeat myself.
I'm Byakuya Togami. Is that meant to be an explanation? $4 billion is nothing to the Togami Corporation, but for personal use, it's not bad. So now you understand, right? I'm not merely the child of modern-day nobility. You know, Byakuya, maybe we should start calling you the ultimate day trader. Oh, I don't do that anymore. It was too simple, so I got bored of it pretty quickly. Jeez, do you realize how insulting that sounds to the rest of us? Of course, that's how I feel about anything I do. Frankly, life is too easy. It's only natural for me to do whatever I want in this world. Man, he really is confident. We're like worlds apart, galaxies apart. And we got closer. Solid. Alright, let's continue our adventure with Byakuya. Don't address me as if we're friends. You're right, we're not friends. We're best friends. Alright, spend some time with
Don't
Byakuya.
make me repeat myself.
How many times do I have to tell you? You're annoying. Feel free to crawl off and die. I've read that line before, but I just love it. Feel free to crawl off and die. Jesus.
I see.
Alright. Listen, Makoto, I wanted to ask you something. What could Byakuya want to talk to me about? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, sure, what's up? You know, only a chosen few, perhaps 1% of us, are able to succeed in life.
So in other
For the other 99%, their dreams never come true. Some never even had a dream in the first place, spending every waking hour toiling to scrape together a meager living, just barely getting by. I just don't understand. Is there any meaning to a life like that? Why are you asking me? Because you're part of that 99%, of course. Why do you even feel the need to ask? I knew he was going to insult me somehow. Up until now, I've never been around anyone like that, so I'm interested. So tell me, how does it feel to live a life without hope, without potential or ambition or dreams? Come on, I don't have ambition or dreams. I've never felt that way about myself. I mean, sure, maybe I'll never be as rich as you or anything, but do you have to go around saying that to everyone? Can you only be happy by being better than others? Your complaints are as old and tired as a third-rate pop song from any generation. And yet, those are the words of the 99%. That is how you find comfort in your tiny, cold world. Stop saying stuff like that. Sorry, I can't not speak the truth. Double negative, fuck off. No matter how much you push and struggle, people like you will never be in a position to change the world. You could all disappear tomorrow and nothing would change. Your existence is of no consequence. You'd have no one working for you, you dumbass. Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter. Even if you live a totally normal, unimportant life, you can still find happiness in that. If I can live a life that I'm satisfied with, that's all that matters. If I spent all my time comparing my life to other people's, I'd never be happy. Sure, maybe you can do that. You were guaranteed success from the day you were born, so... Hold it! From the day I was born? You have no idea. You don't have a clue what you're talking about. What?
What?
Those who are chosen from birth have no concept of what that truly means. I've gone to battle and emerged victorious. That is why I am the chosen. What are you talking about? You're spoiled, all of you, running away into a world of self-indulgent battle, competition, rivalry. You run away from it all. That is why the 99% walk the path that they do.
Such ignorance.
Good God, your absolute lack of understanding makes me want to weep. After showing a surprising amount of emotion, and Byakuya quickly made his exit. What the heck got into him? He was acting totally normal up until I said something about being guaranteed success from the day he was born. I wonder why that set him off. He's got the skill Envious Influence. Hell yeah. Alright, conversation 4. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Huh?
What?
It's a proverb. It means if you can only obtain something inferior, that's still better than longing for something better. Yeah, I know what it means, but so what?
So in other words...
Put another way, if all you have nearby is a loser, that's better than a proper assistant far away. Makoto, be my secretary. What? A useless commoner like you could never hope to earn more than, say, $100,000 a year. But as my secretary, you would be guaranteed an ample salary and job security for the rest of your life, in honor of it being my birthday today. How about I multiply your already impossible expectations by, 5.5? $100,000 times 5? You mean $550,000 a year? That's like board member money. Of course, as my secretary, you wouldn't be a mere servant. At some point, I would want you to become an actual assistant, taking the lead on important projects. Assuming you produce acceptable results, you could even become a core part of the Togami Corporation.
So in other words,
You have no reason to refuse. $550,000 a year? Where do I sign? This is all so sudden. I don't get why, but he seems serious about it. Still, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say no. I'm trying to give you a chance to enter the battlefield of life and claim victory. More commoners will never get that chance. This is a literally once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Do you understand? This is your chance. This is your one and only chance to rise above the 99%. Are you really so scared of having to fight to compete in order to win? It's not that I'm scared, it's that I want to succeed based on my own effort. I want to find my own battlefield. I don't want it handed to me, I want to earn it. I want to find something I'm willing to fight and die for. That's the only way I'll be satisfied. Then you meant what you said earlier, that if you can live a life that you're satisfied with, that's all that matters.
see.
I'm glad to see you pass my test. Huh? Your test?
Naturally.
That's right. The mere thought of someone like you as my secretary makes me physically ill. Wait, so then...
What?
The salary offer still stands, of course. It's yours if you want it. I don't need you spreading rumors that Byakuya Togami doesn't honor his word. So he'd be basically paying me to do nothing? In a way, I almost regret my decision. But I must say, I just don't understand you. You don't want to fight, and yet you don't flee from the battle either. It's like I said, for me, happiness comes from living the life I want to live. Easy enough to say. Now,
Interesting.
you have to enforce your will until the very end. If you can do that, if you can make it to the end, I'm afraid I'll be forced to acknowledge you. Then that's exactly what I'll do. Someday, absolutely. I don't expect much from you, but I'll be waiting. Maximum number of skill points increase. Jesus, dude, take the money. Sell your soul, please, God. Yes. What would I like to give him? My dick. Oh my, what did I do? Oh, didn't know about that.
This is
Naturally.
Alright, let's get started with the last conversation. How do you still not understand? Understand what? I've been sacrificing all this valuable time of mine for your sake. But it's all amounted to nothing. We simply have nothing to talk about.
Not possible.
We could talk forever and a day and I would gain nothing from it. But the more we come to understand each other, you and I will never understand each other. We live in different worlds. Our way of life, our way of thinking are totally incompatible. You're a loser, so go ahead and live your loser life and make a bunch of loser friends. Then together you can lick each other's loser wounds. You don't have to keep saying loser.
enough.
Whether your self-indulgence is a lie or not, it doesn't matter. Whatever happens, I'm going to keep on fighting, and I'm going to keep on winning.
That's right.
That's one thing that will never change. But having to win all those times, doesn't that make your life kind of hard? Such is the fate of the chosen. The chosen. Listen, I've been meaning to ask you. You keep talking about the chosen. What does that mean exactly? The way you say it, it seems a lot heavier than how I normally think of it.
That's fine.
Fine, if I'm going to waste my time with you anyway, I may as well explain this one last thing. I'll tell you how I became known as the ultimate affluent progeny. There's a story behind that?
So in other
It
words,
has to do with the secret of the Togami family's prosperity. Our success comes from our family's rather peculiar inheritance system. Peculiar inheritance? What do you mean? You see, our family had never takes a wife. Rather, he couples with exceptional women the world over in order to bear as many children as possible. All over the world? Then they make the children compete, and only one can come out on top, and whoever it is earns the right to become the next head of the family. You mean you have to fight your own brothers and sisters?
That's right.
For my battle, there were 15 of us in total. When all was said and done, only one was still standing, the youngest brother, me. In the entire history of the Togami family, the youngest male had never won. Jeez, it sounds brutal. Can't even imagine something like that. So now do you understand? I won my title in open combat. That's just how I became the ultimate affluent progeny. I was not born into greatness, I had to earn it.
In other words,
I put my life on the line, and I earned the right to be called the Chosen. You put your life on the line, then what about your siblings? Dead. Dead?
stop talking.
I don't mean that literally, of course. They became dead to the family, unfit for the name of Togami. Of course, for them it really is like death. They're forced to become one of the 99%, one of you. But it must have been really hard, right? You can't even imagine, which is why the survivor is recognized as the Chosen. When you take over as head of the family, all the weight of that family comes to rest on your shoulders.
So in other
That is how
words-
dedicated I am. I am forever dedicated to keep on winning. And so I shall. Otherwise, I would feel only pity for those I'd already defeated. Byakuya pretty much said he carries the weight of always having to win. Winning comes natural to him. All I'll say at this point is that I'm going to win this game too. It's been a long time since I've had so much fun. I need to get as much enjoyment out of it as possible.
Don't make me repeat
And in the
myself.
end, I will stand victorious. I won't lose to the mastermind or you or anyone else. Even if the rest of you fall one by one, I will live and I will win.
In the name of my family.
As long as my name is Byakuya Togami. The finality of his statement left no room for doubt or question. Nobody but Byakuya could talk that way and sound so convincing. But because it's him, it seems possible that maybe that is his fate. Honestly, the more I talk to him, the more I see how far apart we are. At the same time, I feel like I understand him that much more. At least, I think I do.
Bye.
Now let me be crystal clear. We no longer have anything to talk about. Do not come to me like this again. Goodbye, loser. Can't imagine any way Byakuya and I could become friends in this lifetime. Damn, son. So I guess that's why he was so keen on messing with Chiriho's crime scene, is because he wants to have as much fun as possible. What a person. If I had to predict, he's probably going to survive till the end, but we'll find out, won't we? Alright, now let's get started with Taka. I can't say our current circumstances are favorable, that's for certain, but still, it's times like this when bearing your soul can lead to building a mutual trust, and the best way to bare your soul is to bare your skin. Let's bathe together and build that trust, huh? I don't think I should hang out with Taka for a while. He comes on too strong.
Count on it.
Alright, when the body is naked, so is the soul, so get to stripping down. Taka and I bared ourselves to each other in the bathhouse. So you fucked. Hey, yeah, you did grow a little closer today, didn't you? Jesus. Are you sure I can have such a splendid gift? Thank you so very much, Makoto. Seeing Taka so pleased makes me happy. Hey, Makoto, as long as we're talking, let's really talk. What do you say? Huh? Sure, that's fine. Excellent! Then let's get down to brass tacks and find out where we stand on all the big issues. All of them. So what should we discuss? Politics? The economy? International affairs? Wait, hold on. Instead of a big serious discussion, can't we have a normal conversation? That's the best way to learn about people, I think. What do you mean by a normal conversation? Well, for example, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Listen to me.
Study, of course! I'm a student, aren't I? A student must be a studying professional. And of course, my duties as chairperson of the Morals Committee keeps me quite busy as well.
You understand?
It's my duty to foster an environment in which we can all focus on our studies. Okay, but what else? Like when you're at home or you just have some spare time to kill. If I have time to kill, I study. I see. Ha ha! This is fun! Okay, my turn, Makoto. What do you like to do in your spare time? You know, normal stuff. Watch TV, play video games. Huh. And this helps you study how? No. It's not about studying. It's just for fun, you know?
That's wrong.
But doing things just for fun serves no purpose. There must be more to it. You wouldn't spend your valuable time doing something useless, would you? He can insist all he wants, but in the end... But maybe there is a good reason, like getting into something and talking to people about it, so maybe... You know how it is, how it's useful? It helps you give something to talk about with other people. Something to talk about? Like, when you see something awesome on TV or some awesome game and you want to share it with someone, you find other people who feel the same way, and that's how you make friends, see? Oh, that's what I'm doing right now with you guys. What?
This is ridiculous.
I was once blind, but now I see! What the heck? That kind of thing has plagued me for years. I've tried making friends, but whenever I would make a conversation, it would die after a few minutes, and now I finally found the answer. I need to study more games, more TV shows. No, you don't need to study them. I'm so ashamed of myself. If there was a hole somewhere around here, I'd totally go hide in it. I let it get to me. I wasted all that time. I never saw the blind spot in my studies. I'm a complete embarrassment. I'm not qualified to even be on the morals committee, let alone lead it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Thank you, Professor Makoto. Professor? You've taught me a most valuable lesson. You've earned my respect and the title of Professor. That's gonna make things super awkward. There's no need to be modest, Professor. I can't wait for your next lesson, and until then, I will strive to learn as much as I can on my own. Well, the Professor, by your leave. Without waiting for a reply, Taka ran off. Professor, huh? Although thinking about it, I didn't totally hate it. Professor Makoto. What the fuck?
Hear me?
Alright, on to Taka's second conversation. When you see someone naked, you can tell at a glance whether they're trustworthy or not, which is why it's necessary.
You understand?
Wait, what? We're doing this again? We're getting naked again? Oh my god. Taka has a thing for naked men. I mean, clearly. Yeah. Damn. Sure, I'll give Taka a present. Something that's not my dick. Are you sure I can have such a splendid gift? Thank you so very much, Makoto. I've been wanting to tell you something for a while now, Makoto. And now that it's just the two of us, this is the perfect time to confess. Huh? You're gay. Listen, Makoto, your hoodie is awesome. Thanks. You have a really amazing fashion sense. Now wearing a hoodie under your school uniform. Your public morals are ruined. Just absolutely ruined. Sorry, did I do something wrong? The dress code was pretty flexible at my old school. Well, that's not the case here at Hope's Peak Academy. As long as I live, I will protect our morals. Take off that incredibly stylish hoodie this instant. Right now? Of course! Crap, Taka seems to be taking this seriously. Well, I better come up with a good excuse or I might actually have to give it up. It's a makeshift hard hat? But this is the next best thing to a hard hat. A hard hat? Yeah, I mean, the school's really dangerous, you know? There's no telling what might happen. So, like, just in case, you know? You may have a point there. I do, I totally do. Well, if it's for your own safety, I suppose I can give you special permission just this once.
You hear me?
But the instant the school goes back to normal, you will hand over that amazingly cool hoodie. Yeah, I got it. Students these days are utterly ignorant of proper dress code. It's quite the pain. And frankly, I don't understand youth fashion sense these days.
Listen to me.
So this is the perfect opportunity for me to teach you all about how you should be dressing. Huh? Getting fashion advice from Taka is, well, let's just say unexpected.
You understand?
I wear this uniform 365 days a year, rain or shine, flood or drought, wind and hail and hurricane. Even on your days off, even on holidays? School itself may observe holidays, but there's no such thing as a vacation for a student. So as long as I live the life of a student, I will always wear my uniform. I see. Also, I have 10 sets of my uniform, so I always have a clean one. There's nothing strange about that. No, I'd say wearing your uniform when you're not at school is totally strange. I better keep that to myself, though. Ha 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 ha! Trust me, wearing the uniform every day helps keep you motivated. You should give it a shot. Taka is exactly the kind of guy I thought he was. Jesus Christ. I got more skill points, awesome. What a man. He's always trying to get me naked, always. Like he was just trying to take my clothes off just then. Jesus. Alright, where is he hiding this time? He's in the dressing room. Oh good, he's at the hot springs, of course he is. Jesus. Oh man, after I get to know each character, I'm gonna have to decide who my favorite is, and that's gonna be really hard. Hey Makoto, what's up? Spend some time with Taka. What's that? You want to hear what I've got to say?
Quiet down and
Very
listen.
well. I've got many theories on many topics, and I'll share all of them with you. He's so intense. Taka went to extreme detail on some of his many theories. Alright, we grew a little closer. Something in my eye. Where's that drill? There it is. I'm weak, Makoto. So very weak. What happened? Haven't you realized this school's missing something of utmost importance? textbooks, classes. Oh, I can't really say I miss that stuff. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I am freaking out. As we speak, we're being left in the dust by other students our age. I'm totally freaking out. Makoto, what should I do? If I keep involuntarily skipping classes like this, I'm gonna reach dunce status in no time. It's really not that big of a deal, just calm down. You're always at the top of your class at the private school you used to go to, right? I mean, you're basically genius level. So even if you miss a few classes, it's not the same as some ordinary kid ditching. Genius? Don't say that. Huh? I'm no genius. I'm a normal person, just like anyone else. I'm from a middle-class family, you know? Actually, they're not even middle class. That's why I have to push so hard. I have to knock down that wall. It's not geniuses that change the world. It's ordinary people who make every effort they can. And to prove that, I have to keep on making effort after effort after effort. So don't call me a genius. Don't lump me in with those lazy clods who don't put in any effort. Sorry, that's not what I was trying to do. No, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. But I only said all that because you and me are the same. You and me, we're just normal people. We know what it means to have to make an effort. That's why I want you to know exactly how I feel. I understand. That's why I'm so passionate about my work on the Morals Committee. I want to create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to give it everything they've got.
You hear me?
That's why I put all my blood, sweat, and tears into creating that kind of environment. I want everyone else to understand that too. In the end, you can't succeed if you don't try. Anyone who says differently is just selling something. Effort is everything. That's the only way to fix anything in this world. And I have to prove that to all the ordinary people out there so they'll keep on trying. I have to become the ordinary man who could surpass any genius. Those are the feelings I carried with me when I entered Hope's Peak Academy. But now that I'm trapped in here, I've been robbed of the opportunity to make an effort. So now what am I supposed to do? Taka. Sorry, Makoto. I didn't mean to make you listen to my pathetic complaining. No, it's not pathetic at all. I can totally understand why you'd be upset. You obviously feel really strongly about this. I really hope you don't give up and start to lose track of what you do. If you really believe that effort is what matters, then you can't give up, right? Because if you can't make that effort, then what do you have left? I think until you said that just now, I'd totally forgotten what I was here for. The foundation of effort is the will to never give up. You're right. I have to try no matter what the situation, even without classes, without assignments. I can't just look back at what I've learned already and reinforce... I can just look back at what I've learned already and reinforce those basic principles. Yeah, good idea. I'm glad we had this talk, Makoto. Wow, I feel so much better getting that off my chest. And as my way to say thanks, next time I buckle down for a study session, I'll make sure to invite you. Let's work together as fellow ordinary people to show those geniuses who's boss. His face filled with unwavering confidence I was used to seeing from him. I feel like maybe I'm starting to understand him a bit better. But I still think he might be a genius. Specifically, he's a genius when it comes to effort. Still, I did notice one thing. He seems to have a lot of hostility towards the idea of someone being a genius. Is there some reason he feels that way? The skill, steel, patience. Awesome. Alright, this should be Taka's last conversation.
Listen to me.
Would you like to study with me, Makoto? Just the two of us. Come to my room. If there's anything you don't understand, I'm a very attentive teacher. No. I don't think I need you to be all that attentive. But sure, you don't mind if I stop by? Of course not. Okay, let's do it. God, he's so intense. With Taka leading the way, we headed to his room.
Hey.
God, it's all full of study stuff. Welcome, Makoto. You're the first guest I've invited to my room. Now that we're here, let me pose to ask you a question. A question? Don't worry, no studying required. This is the most basic of questions, very straightforward. This should be no challenge for you, very easy, I assure you. Stop saying how easy it's gonna be, that just puts even more pressure on me. Okay, here goes. What country first established 0 as a numerical concept? It came from some Asian country. Not Greece. India? It was India, wasn't it? Correct! Good job, Makoto. I had faith in you, and you came through for me. Nice. Seeing you get excited is getting me excited. Okay, Taka, let's tone down the excitement. Let's stack our effort one on top of the other and show those self-centered geniuses jerks what for.
What are you
Hey,
talking
Taka?
about?
Yeah? Well, I've just noticed you seem to really hate the idea of geniusness. I guess I feel they're just my sworn enemy, you know? Huh? But you hit the nail on the head. You're pretty sharp. But why? As someone Someone I respect, someone I hate, someone I have to surpass, because he was a genius. What?
In other words,
That's a name. Toranosuke Ishimaru. Toranosuke Ishimaru. Was I close? Do you recognize that name? He was my grandfather. He was once Prime Minister of Japan. Wow. He was your grandpa? He went from Minister of Foreign Affairs to Chief Cabinet Secretary and finally Prime Minister. And all without any support network and only a high school degree. He was simply a genius. Everything he did without effort. He sounds like an amazing person, and he was your grandfather? He was a genius. He'd never known failure. His success was unimaginable to a normal person. But because of that, he allowed himself to be controlled by naive emotions and got roped into a corruption scandal. He had no idea what the world of geniusness was really like. At least that's how I see it. At that point, he just fell as fast as he had risen. And it wasn't just in politics. The business world had no use for him anymore, and he'd plummeted. The debt he left behind torments my family to this day. He died a few years ago, but by the end, he wasn't speaking to anyone. Despite his name, his legacy, the only people who came to his funeral were family members. That's hard to imagine.
you hear me?
Some consider genius fate's blessing, but I see it as a tragedy more than anything. The tragedy of finding success without understanding the importance of effort. There's nothing worse than a genius who trips and falls, just like my grandfather. And that's why you hate the word genius?
Count on it.
My grandfather serves as an important lesson why you must never be deceived by words like genius. Relying on my own effort, I will reach greater accomplishments than anything my grandfather ever did. So we have to work hard to build a society where those who put in the most effort are properly rewarded. I see. I can agree with him, but Taka and I aren't the same. I can't reach for those kinds of big dreams. But you know, Makoto, I'm really happy. I figured this school would be full of geniuses, I thought everyone would be my enemy. I never imagined I'd meet someone here who I could share my story with. I'm so lucky to have met you here. This kind of thing happens only once in a lifetime. I hope we can stay close and combine our efforts to shape the things the way we want. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we have to keep on studying! I feel like I've come to understand Taka a lot better. God, look at that room. He has a frickin' ironing board. I love it. I think we finally become friends. Nice, and we got more skill points. Nice. So we're becoming friends with most of the characters, except like, yeah, with a good most of them. Alright, that's the end of Taka. On to the next character. Alright, now let's get started with Kyoko.
Why?
Who set all this up, and why did they choose us? There are so many mysteries.
Well,
Spend some time. I'm just gonna skip the ambient dialogue. Are you scared, Makoto? Huh?
hey,
Being trapped in a place like this. Who wouldn't be? Of course I'm scared of being trapped in this insane school.
Correct.
Ah, that's good. That's good?
so...
Fear is proof that your imagination is functioning. Frankly, I feel bad for anyone who can't feel fear. Without imagination, you can never deduce which action to take next. But what about you? You seem totally calm. You don't act afraid at all.
Wrong.
I'm scared too, of course. I simply hide my emotions. There's no advantage to be gained from letting others know how you feel. You hide, huh?
Correct.
What I mean is, I'm not as foolishly open as you are. Foolishly open?
Listen.
Also, the fear I experience is a little different from yours, I imagine. Huh? What do you mean?
So...
You're afraid of what you might lose, right?
Correct.
But I'm afraid of what I've already lost. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I know. She didn't bother answering any further. She just turned
Goodbye.
and... Goodbye. With that, she was gone. Well, we're still just getting to know each other. Maybe we'll talk more next time. I don't think I understand her at all yet. Max skill points!
What?
How did you know I was interested in this? You're an enigma, Makoto Naegi. Seeing Kyoko so pleased made me happy. Quiet as ever. I guess she doesn't like to waste her words. Hey, Kyoko?
And?
If you're expecting a conversation, don't. There's no need for it. But I mean, don't you think talking is important? I feel like if we're gonna get out of here, we need to be on the same page. And to do that, we need to get to know each other. You could certainly make an argument that forming friendships may help prevent killings.
So...
But are you asking for some kind of deep connection? Uh-huh.
Because...
You could just be deceiving us, pretending to be everyone's friend so you can gather information. No, that's not... Well then, let's do a quick test, shall we? A test?
That's right.
If you're as gung-ho in friendship as you claim, this should be an easy question. Okay, so I just have to answer your question, is that it?
Then.
Are you ready? You consider Hina one of your friends, yes?
And?
If that's true, what is her ultimate ability? Well, that's easy. She's the ultimate swimmer.
Correct.
Well, asked and answered.
It would seem...
Then your pleas of camaraderie are true. Of course. Yes, of course. Such a foolishly open person as you could never lie. Everyone would know right away. Again with that foolishly open
So then.
stuff. Okay then, as promised, what would you like to know about me? Oh, let's see. What school did you used to go to before you came here?
So...
Before I came here, I guess I was living abroad. Abroad? You guess? Was it an exchange program, or do your parents work overseas or something? My parents, I suppose? Why all the question marks? Anyway, okay, so she was living abroad because of her dad's job. So what kind of work does he do? Foreign government? Top secret clearance? More question marks. Okay, so he does top secret work for other governments. All I can think of is assassin? I kept my end of the deal.
Goodbye.
This should be enough, right? I'm leaving now. She left without even waiting for a reply. She's so full of mystery. And hearing what she had to say just added even more mystery on top of everything. Alright, let's get on to conversation number 3. What's the matter? Are you keeping an eye on me? Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill anyone. Just gonna go get a drink. Would you like to come with me? I went to the dining hall and drank some tea with Kyoko. Kyoko and I grew a little closer today. What would you like to give her?
What?
How did you know I was interested in this? Oh, Kyoko! How do you stay so calm, Kyoko? Is she saying that to herself? I'm confused.
What?
Oh, that was a typo! We found a typo! Calm? I mean, you never lose your cool, you never show emotion? You say that like I'm some kind of inhuman beast. No, I didn't mean it like that. Well, I am human. I do have emotions. I simply keep it to myself. I don't show it in my face or in my voice. You make it sound way easier than it is, especially in these kinds of circumstances.
That's what we have to do.
Well, you should consider trying. Your naive honesty makes you an easy target. She keeps saying things like that. It's kind of irritating. Isn't there anything I can say to get a reaction out of her?
In other words...
Protect against deception and never allow others to read your emotions. And whoever stands before you, don't let them push you around. Remember that. And that's why you hide your own feelings? But that's such a waste.
What?
Your smile is just too cute. Hiding behind that mask is such a waste. A bright smile is way better.
That's...
What are you talking about?
What?
Cute? It's much too soon to be bringing up things like that. Oh, looks like I got you to show a hint of emotion, didn't I? What? You, Makoto, you
Can't be.
You deceived me? Huh? Wait,
Why?
I don't believe this. To use the word cute to deceive someone, that's just too cruel. Sorry, I just got carried away, but still, I did deceive you, but it's not like it was a total lie. You see how easily you yourself are deceived? Huh?
Hey,
You would never just come out and call someone cute like that, completely out of character. You thought I wouldn't pick up on such an obvious ploy. What? You mean... I thought I tricked you, but I was the one getting tricked. Watch yourself, Makoto. You're honest to a fault. With that, she was gone. The most formidable opponent. You just unlocked the skill Neural Liberation. Nice. Alright, this is Kyoko's last conversation, and judging by this music, it's gonna be a pretty tough one. Maybe. Can we finish this already? Huh? Finish?
so...
If we truly want to trust each other, we must truly know each other. That's what you believe, isn't it? Well, yeah, but...
Hey.
I understand why you feel that way, but... When it comes to me, I think you should probably give up. What? Why?
So...
Because I don't have anything to talk to you about. Does that mean you don't trust me? If you get too involved with someone, you're apt to lose any sense of good judgment.
That's what we have to do.
I learned that lesson myself all too well. Personal experience is a ruthless teacher. Personal experience?
Hey.
Surely by now you've noticed what I always wear, something unique to me. You know, the gloves. It's those gloves, right?
Indeed.
That's right. But why did you bring them up? Does it have something to do with getting involved, like you mentioned?
So...
Simply put, there was a time when I grew attached to someone and I made a bad decision. I was forced to learn a very powerful lesson, and these gloves are a daily reminder of that. So on these gloves, I swore to never make the same mistake again. Sorry, but I'm not sure I completely understand. Can you tell me a little more about it? Maybe then I could...
However...
I'm sorry, but I can't. That's the end of it. The end? So then I never got to learn anything about her, about how she feels. Anyway, don't get too depressed over all this. The reason I'm not willing to talk about it isn't because I don't trust you. In fact, I do have faith in you, which is why I've decided to tell you what I have.
Correct.
I want you to understand why I can't tell you. I can't show you myself, just like I can't show you what's beneath these gloves. I can't remember the last person who saw what was beneath my gloves. That long?
Indeed.
That's right, and I can't imagine a point where I would ever show them again. Only someone I could call family would be worthy. Family?
Listen.
Are you going to volunteer? Huh?
Hmm?
Caught you again. You really are foolishly open. She did get mad at me again and laughed at me again, but I've never really heard her laugh out loud like that. I think that must have been her real laugh. Is it right? It wasn't fake, so maybe in the end she did show me a part of herself. Maybe she showed me her true feelings. I know I always tell you to be careful and protect yourself, but, to be honest, I hope you don't change. I prefer you this way. This is you. In the end, I never did really figure her out, but at least I got a little bit closer. Max number of skill points went up. That's all of Kyoko's conversations. Like, that was the last one, and we didn't learn diddly squat. So maybe most of the stuff we learn about her, you learn in the main story. All we got here are mysteries, like what's beneath the gloves. Is it like cancer, or like robot hands, or maybe feet? I don't know. Alright, let's get on with the next person. Alright, now let's get started with Sakura. Sorry, but I don't have any progress to report. I haven't found a way out. I haven't solved any of the mysteries of the school. Let's spend some time.
So then.
I just got done exercising. Now would be a good time for a break. Would you like to get something to drink and talk for a bit? Sure. Sakura and I sat down for a tea and a calm, relaxing conversation. Sakura and I grew a little closer. Let's give her a present. What should I give her? Fresh bindings? Do I have some of those? Yep. I've been looking everywhere for this. How did you know? You're quite a mysterious man, Makoto. My post-training break is the most relaxing time of my day. The sensation of your muscles cooling down after heating up during a workout is the only true reward. No matter how many times I experience it, I never get tired of it. Do you exercise every morning, Sakura? Unless there are errands that I absolutely can't get out of, yes, I always do my training. If I don't, I feel restless for the entire day. But I'm amazed you can do it every single day. Doesn't it get tough? I can't say I've ever seen it as tough. It's also that I can get stronger after all. And I have to keep on getting stronger because my destiny is to fight. Your destiny is to fight? From the day I was born, I've been fighting. Heaven sent me to live as its champion. That's one heck of a legend. My father was my master, and my every waking moment was spent with him learning to fight. As a child, I sparred with boxing champions and hit the mat with wrestling gold medalists. I was no match for them when I first began, of course, but before long, they were no match for me. You mean you actually started beating people like that? I'd say my specialty is solid stand-up that transitions into grappling and strong ground game. Essentially, it's a complete approach. Anything else just wouldn't make sense. You can only become the best by reaching the top of each discipline, then fusing them all together. That could only be mixed... No! I meant mixed martial arts. A keyed-up focus is mostly on joint locks and throws. I studied it, of course, but my technique involves everything. No! Why did I do it again? You're basically a mixed martial arts fighter, right?
Of course.
That's right. It's the most effective real-world fighting style, which is why I chose it. I don't want to just be the best in competitions. I want to be the strongest human on Earth. I wouldn't bet against you, that's for sure. But aren't you already the best? No, not yet. There's still someone I have to surpass. Really? Until I can beat him, I'll never become the strongest. You mean there's someone out there stronger than you? Maybe I'll tell you about it another time, if the opportunity presents itself. Sakura didn't make a sound as she left. I honestly can't believe there's someone out there stronger than Sakura. Even if they're real, can they really be human? God, who's out there that's stronger than her? Is it the Incredible frickin' Hulk or something? Jesus. I can only imagine. Alright, now we're here with Sakura's second conversation.
So then.
Since we've already talked so much, it's okay to talk a little more, right?
Hey.
I suppose I don't mind talking with you a little more. Really? Then can I ask you something? What is it? It's about what we were talking about before. You said there's someone out there stronger than you? Can I ask, is it a guy or a girl? It's a man. The man that Sakura has to surpass. Maybe she's talking about her own teacher, which would mean... You have to beat yourself. You were talking about your dad? The family dojo has been passed down from generation to generation for the past 3 centuries. 3 centuries? That's one heck of a history. I was born into my family as an only daughter. Male or female doesn't matter, it's my duty to protect our legacy. And because I'm a woman, I must be even stronger than if I were a man. Some would say that a woman is incapable of becoming the strongest human alive. I want to prove them wrong. Which is why I subjected myself to such feverish training under my father's instructions. Surpassing my father was certainly important to me, but that was just a matter of time. What do you mean? I was 14 years old when I first beat my father in a sparring match. After that, I never lost to my father again. Wait, then... Yes, I have already surpassed my father. I don't believe it. I'm not sure I did the right thing. My father also had the desire to become the strongest human alive, but I can't look back. I can only move forward and try to claim that title for myself. That is my destiny. Well, that's all for now. That was enjoyable. Goodbye. Without another word, Sakura left me standing there alone. Wait, hold on. I never did find out who could possibly be stronger than her. Did she avoid talking about it on purpose? Breathing technique. Swag. Swag!
What? Hey.
Alright, now for our third conversation. You know, Makoto, there's something that's been concerning me. What? This school has all kinds of exercise equipment, which is great, but it still doesn't offer everything I need to complete my training. I feel like I'm getting weaker by the day. Am I supposed to just accept that? Accept my atrophy? I can't do it. If something doesn't change, I'll... It's okay, Sakura, just hang in there. I know how impatient it must feel, but you can't rush these things. But when you say it doesn't have everything you need to complete your training, what do you need?
Of course.
Well, I can't say I'm a huge fan of modern training techniques, which rely mainly on machinery. That's good for building muscle mass, but that doesn't necessarily translate to actual strength. More muscle is better, of course, but you also need to know how to use it. And if you're not using it, pushing your muscles too hard can lead to an injury. And there are some world-class wrestlers who only build muscles by climbing ropes and things like that. In mixed martial arts, speed, agility, and endurance are all necessary parts of total body coordination. If that's your goal, you can't just focus on one aspect of your training. For example, kipping pull-ups can train one area, while power training equipment works multiple areas. Are you listening? Huh? Oh yeah, absolutely, got it. Weight-free training's an option, sure, but power training's a much greater challenge. I've had my own training method ever since I was a child. For example, I take an old tire and hit it with everything I had. Are you still listening? Yeah, totally. So what did I say? What did I use to hit that tire I mentioned? What? Are you sure you said it? This silence is deafening. I don't want to think about what Sakura might do if I don't answer. Your fist. You hit it with, your fist? So you weren't listening. Didn't I say I prefer power training with exercises the entire body? No, I was listening to something that uses your entire body. A hammer. I think I heard stories about people using a giant hammers for training like that.
Of course.
Exactly so. I've been doing that since childhood. It's extremely good for your core. But that kind of thing is impossible here. And I can just feel myself growing weaker. You have to endure it. Enduring this kind of thing is part of being strong, isn't it? I think. For now, I should focus on training my mind. You taught me something today, Makoto. The importance of endurance. Well, I wouldn't call that teaching per se. Sorry for making you listen to me complain, but I feel better now. I can handle this. I'm glad I talked to you. I'll find a way to repay the favor. Sakura left, moving quickly for her size. So I guess I helped her? That's good. I'm glad she's starting to trust me a little more. Maximum number of skill points. Awesome. Alright, now on to Sakura's fourth conversation. I don't like this atmosphere.
I see.
Are you saying you're ready for another lesson? Very well, prepare yourself and come with me. Sakura put me through a tough but rewarding training session. I can feel myself getting stronger. Nice. It's definitely worthwhile to have Sakura around if she's gonna, keep beating your ass like that. What was I giving her? God of War charm, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Hey.
I suppose I could share this with you. Huh? Share what? The story of the man who is stronger than even me. What? I've never told anyone about this before, but I think I can tell you. Wow, so there's someone out there that's even stronger than you? The truth is, I have a lifelong rival. He only fights in underground tournaments, which is why nobody knows about him. But he is truly the strongest man on the planet. I faced him in battle after battle and lost every time. He's that strong?
However,
These days, fighting has become its own science in a way. People study it, it evolved, and eventually was established as a formal sport. The idea of being invincible disappeared. Whoever develops the next great technique becomes the best.
well,
But even in this modern era, he never used that kind of scientific approach. His only teacher is real combat. He laughs in the face of combat sports. No one can come close to him. Martial arts relies on a certain amount of luck. A lucky punch, a misstep can decide who wins. But none of that matters to him. He never loses. There's no strategy that can beat him. Many have studied him. All have lost. Is this guy really human? His name is Kenshiro. As he described it to me, he inherited what he called the ancient assassination art. Assassination art? He sounds super dangerous. And the story doesn't end there. Will you hear what I have to say and not laugh? Laugh? Why would I laugh? Just looking at your face, I can tell you'll laugh. Huh?
so in the end,
Please, give me some more time. I need to gather my thoughts. But,
I'm sorry.
please, try to understand. Even I too, have the heart of a woman. She refused to say any more and left me standing there. The heart of a woman? You just unlocked the skill Tranquility. Alright, now we're gonna do Sakura's last conversation.
What?
Yeah. So, have you decided? Decided what? Decided not to laugh at my story. Oh, you're talking about Kenshiro? I mean, honestly, I don't know what there is to laugh at.
So then,
Then join me in my room and I will continue my story. Just the two of us. Huh? Just the two of us in her room? Sakura practically dragged me to her room. Sakura's room is pretty much exactly how I thought it would be. Dear God, it looks like she just trains in here constantly. She's ripped out part of the wall. But hanging out in a girl's room, just us, getting kind of nervous. And it being Sakura makes me nervous for a whole other reason. Broken pelvises. Is there a reason you're glancing around? Oh, sorry.
well,
Anyway, I shall continue my story. Oh yeah, the one and only Kenshiro. That's right, my lifelong rival and my first love. First love? Did you just laugh? No, I definitely didn't. I mean, it's pretty surprising and all, but you made the choice to tell me this story, so of course I'm not gonna laugh. I would never. I'm ashamed of myself. I underestimated you.
I'm sorry.
I beg your forgiveness, Makoto. No, that's totally not necessary. I just didn't want to be laughed at. Can you imagine a girl like me using the word love?
So in
And
the
being
end,
shy about saying it is even more girly, right? I creep myself out, to be honest. But you are a girl. You're allowed to have a feminine side. But my goal is to become the strongest warrior on the planet. Maybe, but you don't have to be manly to find that kind of strength. Huh? Are you okay? Yes, you made me remember something. Kenshiro once said something very similar. I'd forgotten about that. But there's no point in recalling his words now. I really am a girl, still dragging his words with me like a chain around my neck. Huh? What do you mean? He might already be gone. Right now, Kenshiro is... He's fighting. Oh, geez, I thought you were gonna say he's fighting an illness. Huh? When they found out, they said he only had 6 months to live. But 6 months has come and gone, he's still fighting. That's just how he is. He would never let a disease beat him. He has to get better. He's the strongest human alive, I admit that. No, I believe that. Sakura? I visited him once. He lost so much weight, he looked like an entirely different person. But do you know what he said? He told me that now I was the strongest human alive, that I had taken the title. He said he'd return someday to get the title back. He said I better not let anyone else take it.
however,
He didn't need me to say that last part. I'll never give up that title, not until he gets better. And when that day comes, I will defeat Kenshiro and earn that title for real. And that's why I have to get stronger. I had no idea. That's my biggest reason for becoming the strongest human alive. I'm sorry for wasting your time with such a long-winded story. I'm not even sure why I told you. I think that somehow you remind me of him. Huh? Me? Skinny little weak Makoto? Well, in certain ways, your build is obviously different, but you both have a strong core. Strong core? No, You don't have to be modest. I know strength when I see it. Okay. I feel like I've come to understand Sakura so much better. I think we finally become friends. Oh, man. So the guy she's in love with is dying of an illness. And she seems pretty, in denial about it. Oh, man. Oh. Well, that was Sakura's. On to the next character. Alright, everybody. Now it's time to get to know who could probably be my favorite character. Genocide Jill. So how about this weather? Gotcha. We have no idea what weather is. Is it really a good idea to be hanging out with Genocide Jack? Huh? Hey, if you don't mind hanging out with a serial killer, I don't mind hanging out with a chump. Genocide Jack and I, killed some time together. Ha 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 ha. Solid. Did I just get a little closer to Genocide Jack? Would you like to give her a present? Hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna give her the everlasting bracelet. Oh my! It's so wonderful, can I lick it? When you get something this nice, don't you just love to lick it, or is that just me? Seeing her pleased with something I gave her makes me happy, I guess. Hey, my cutie, listen up. My cutie, is that me? Something's building up, you know, stress mainly. It's because I haven't gotten to kill anyone lately, so it's building up, it's packed in there tight! So why do you... Yes? Why do you kill people? You should really stop. I mean, it's just meaningless bloodshed, isn't it? Meaningless? I know that's stupid. I don't kill because it has meaning. Then why?
Yes.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Smarty Pants. Why does a soccer player kick stuff? Why does a bookstore manager sell books? You never asked them that, right? It's exactly the same with me. That's not it's the same at all. It's totally different. You've got balls trying to lecture the mighty morphin murderous fiend. Well, here's my response. It's easier to kill than to try not to. I don't know why I even bothered trying to understand her. Just unlock the skill trigger happy. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've earned it. Man, yeah, I did. Alright, let's go find her again for the second conversation. Alright, time for Genocide Jack's second conversation. Hey, Maki-chan, what should we talk about today? I guess I'm Maki-chan now. What's wrong? You don't want to talk to me? Actually, I did want to ask you something. When did you appear? Or when were you born? Or, no, when did you... Huh? The hell are you trying to say? How did you end up with a split personality?
Yes.
Who knows? I don't remember the how or why of it. Now everything's got a big dramatic backstory to it. Maybe it was a coincidence, or bad timing, or other nonsense. Just a coincidence? Could that really be all? Maybe living in a repressed modern society caused an unexpected bubble reaction to pop up. And maybe that reaction just so happened to be me. And since it was a reaction to that repressed society, my personality became the total opposite of that. The other me's a total downer, right? So that would make me... Well, what do you think? Quiz time! Hope you've been brushing up on your Japanese.
Oh, I'm on fire!
Did the boot heel of passion just kick down the back door to your brain? To Sundre.
I see!
Wrong. Guess again. I'd say you got the right word, but the wrong personality. To Sundre is the type of person who acts all blarg, I hate you, but they're really all blurf, I love you. Yes. If anything, I'm more of the yandere type. Love 'em and cleave 'em. That's what I always say. Ginky? It's a Ginky, right? Ding, ding, ding! As a response to that emotional black hole, an energetic supernova was born. She just wants to read her stuffy classics all day, but give me a good erotic thriller and I'm set.
Yes.
Anyway, we're not all that special. Anyone could have that kind of weird reaction, you know? I mean, hell, the human mind itself is basically its own split personality. Wait, no, that's... No, it's true. Why else would headlines be filled with the stories of murder, theft, fraud, all that crap? To turn away from the truth is to turn the aggressor into the victim. So why'd you do it? Embrace it and indulge your consciousness the way you've always wanted to. I'm not as twisted as you might think. You and me both gaze at the same horizon, don't we? This whole thing's a mess. It doesn't make any kind of sense at all, but it's my own fault for thinking I could ever understand whatever this is. You seem to be totally lacking Genki, so let me give you some words of wisdom to lift your spirits. Even a monkey can fall out of a tree, hit his head, slip into a coma, and die. Was that supposed to make sense? I guess not. Alright. Next should be the third and last conversation with her.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Makoko channel, this is the last time you'll get a chance to party with yours truly. So if there's anything you've wanted to blow me away with, better pull the trigger right now. That's a very kind offer, but nothing comes to mind. Really? Nothing at all? Then just sit back and enjoy. I'm gonna confess my feelings to you. My feelings for Master. Do I really have to be here for this?
Yes, yes.
To be honest... Wait, what? Okay. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever had feelings for someone, but not wanting to kill them.
My beautiful scissors!
Up until now, whenever I fell for a boy, that boy fell for my scissors. My first love, chased him all the way to Shikoku to kill him. But Master is something special. It's not about killing or not killing, it's not that physical connection. My feelings are totally pure this time. Yeah, it's pure love. I'm not sure I'm convinced. My chest is all tight and tingly. I've seriously never felt this way before. I wouldn't even mind not killing any other boys if it meant I could be with him. Wait, really? Of course! It'd be unbelievably rude to cheat on Master like that. In that case, you have my full support. Huh? Seriously? Are you gonna become more Cupid? If it means you'll stop freaking killing people, I'll do whatever it takes.
Yes, yes.
My little Macarena, I seriously misjudged you. You're actually a really good guy. But if we're gonna work together on this, we gotta wait till things here calm down. So until then, don't kill anyone? Yeah, I know. But in exchange, I'll be counting on you when we get out of here. Let's do this. Ooh, sounds good. Kinda sucks for Byakuya, but I'm glad I was able to understand Genocide Jack a little better. Not that I could ever call her a friend, of course. I mean, she's a literal serial killer. God. And that's that. That's the end of Genocide Jack's story. We promised to hook her up with Byakuya when we got out of here. Sucks for him. But at least she'll... Wait, that's very interesting. She just promised that she's not going to kill anybody. So, is that a hint? Is she not going to kill anyone in this game, or will she end up slipping up? I guess we'll find out. Well, anyways, that's all the time I have for this video. Hey, guys, seriously, if you like what you saw here, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear from each and every one of you. We're going to get started back on the new series soon. There's going to be more live streams of Danganronpa coming up very soon. And after Danganronpa 1, going straight into 2. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I've heard such good things about 2, and I can't wait to go there. Anyways, guys, seriously, thank you for watching. Bye.